Hello everyone, I'm Thomas Shimmerhorn. In this video, you guys will learn how to draw a crawling dragon. The materials used in this video are a HB graphite pencil, a 2B graphite pencil, and a 2H hard lead graphite pencil. I'm also going to be using charcoal pencils for the dark tones, and they're actually really good for moving around, give a nice realistic depth and tone to the drawing. I have various sets of charcoal pencils. You may see me bring things that I just didn't mention. I'm also going to be using blending stumps and or tortillions, plus paintbrushes to move around the charcoal. As I start out, I'm laying down a nice tone of graphite with the 2H pencil. I like to start light and then go in dark, mostly because of the lighting that I have an idea with. I want a very reflective type of surface because of the scales, and if you go in with, let's say, maybe really, if I was to go in with the 2B, then I would lose a lot of my graphite lines that I already have down, which I don't want to do right now. One thing I could have done was I could have completely went over it with charcoal and just took the needed eraser to it. What you're seeing me do is add dark tones and use multiple things such as the blending stump. Even I think I would go in with the paintbrush here a little bit. Right now I'm just setting down tones, moving around graphite with multiple things and so forth. Yeah. As I'm working with the skin tones, I'm trying to redefine each wrinkle and make it really realistic. And you might even see me lose things like the teeth and so forth. That's one reason why I will later, for highlights, bring in the gel pen. Don't worry, I'll be adding fixative later, but as you can see, it turns out pretty nice. One thing that I did do is I didn't lay a whole lot of skin tone down for the scales on the face. I really wanted the scales on the face to really pop out in a very circular way. You're going to see me also turn the page. Sometimes I'll even turn it upside down. I just couldn't help myself. I'm sorry if it's distracting, but with my small camera, it's just... Now, I don't have a small camera. It's a tripod and whatnot. It's so annoying. What I'm doing right now is I'm going in between each individual scale and placing those dark lines. What this does is it's going to give the illusion that the scales are on top of the skin. When I was looking at images of lizards and other scalish creatures, the one thing that you see is that you see the skin under the lizard, but it's just dark. Sometimes you even see parts of the skin under the lizard or growing scale-like things, but it's usually just this really dark idea of, there's something under there, but there's something on top of it concealing it. And so I go through multiple times to get the overall reach that I want. Here you see me messing around with the tail, and really I lose a lot of the tail, which I was actually pleased with. What happened is I lost that tail, and what happens is it goes in and it sets with the page. It makes the motion of what I'm trying to do work. One thing that you're also seeing me use is vine charcoal, and vine charcoal is the pure form of charcoal. It's uncompressed charcoal, and one thing you want to try and do, it's the hardest thing in the world, don't touch it. It doesn't stick to the page, and what you're going to see me do now is take a rounded brush, blend it, and then I throw some fixative down. I want to take the time to tell you guys about the screen I was using, the plexiglass. What this is it's just a nice way that I keep my hands off the table. And if you've ever used charcoal, you know. Here you see me trying to put some smoke in. This was actually an accidental idea. I smudged some charcoal when I was working on the teeth, and it worked out. Now you see me going in with the highlights, and this started out looking really, really good, but then I kind of overdo it on the left side, and I really mess it up. I really do. But I go back in. You're going to see how I go back in. What I do is I'm going to be pulling out the marker. And what I did was first I got this little dinky marker thinking, oh, I could just touch up each line. This took forever, and I couldn't stand it anymore. So what I did was I brought out a brush marker, and it doesn't move around like a brush. It's just got that thickness where you can go in and you can fill those dark lines, and it helps. It really helps define a lot of what I'm trying to do within here. And the good thing is it allowed me to erase a lot of the highlights that I put in. What you see me do now is take the carbon sketch pencil and go over with some cracks and stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.